Hey folks, welcome to what is I guess the second episode of the Ocean Diet. My name's Theo Abbott, and in today's episode we're going to be talking all about sailing in and out of the Pacific Northwest. We've been here for about 2 months. Oh. Ah! And we haven't been able to get a weather window to leave, but now that it's almost March, we're really hoping that we're going to be able to do that. So in today's episode, I'm just going to kind of go over all the things we've been doing here in Port Townsend, Washington since getting here, and all the things that we've been doing in order to try to monitor weather and make it so that we're able to get out past Washington and Oregon as safely as possible. So I hope you enjoy. Hey guys, yeah, so basically we're here in the galley of the Grail Dancer, in the main saloon actually, and yeah, we've been here we got here December 7th, and it's now February 26th. So we've been here for a minute, to say the least. And gosh, since we've been here, this boat has had, you know, a major facelift in many ways. We've done sail repair, we've done painting, new solar panels, we have put in a sideband radio, we took out the entire refrigeration unit and put in a brand new one, which is going to be super nice because now we can actually have normal food and we won't be eating non-perishable food for months and months on end. Oh, there's Ferris. Ferris is coming in. Hey Ferris. Hey buddy. Ferris loves being on video.
Hey dude, what's going on?
We got a new Storm Trisol, which was great. We like traded this guy a bottle of rum. We so we rigged the sail up so that we're ready to have a storm sail, which was huge. We've done all sorts of stuff, and one of the biggest things we've done is also just continue to monitor weather. I've been using an app. I mean, I downloaded like every single app that you could possibly imagine, all of the top apps that people use for assessing wind and weather conditions. I used the NOAA app, the NOAA app. I used the Windy, which is really good. I use Windy a lot for surfing, which I like, but for sailing, I found it was under predicting and under forecasting a lot. So, you know, it'd be saying it was like 15 to 20 knots here in Port Townsend, when in reality it would be like 25 to 35. And eventually I settled on using an app called Predict Wind, which is a super simple interface. That's what it looks like. It's basically just every day it gives you like a wind map briefing, and it's super easy to use. And I find that it's the most consistent of all of the, like I've cross-referenced all of the data that we get from all of those apps, and Predict Wind, here you go. Predict Wind was the most consistent out of all of them. And so in terms of trying to find that critical weather window to leave the Pacific Northwest, because when you're sailing from Port Townsend or anywhere in Washington or Vancouver or the BC coast, you know, the real crux of the entire expedition is getting down into those, you know, lower parallels. Around San Francisco is when things start to really, you know, get a little bit calmer. But as far as the Oregon and the Washington coast are concerned, the weather up here, even well into the spring, is pretty non-conducive with sailing. So, you know, now that it's March, I'm confident that it'll happen. But I mean, as projects go, we're just going to continue to truck on and sort of get a few things done here and there. It was really nice to, you know, Ian did a whole overhaul of our, you know, pretty substantial overhaul of the electrical systems on board, and that was huge. I wish I could have helped more with that. We also did new mast boots, which are like the covers of the mast on like more traditional or older boats. That was a huge one to get done. And then the installation of both of our new VHF and single sideband radios, which I can actually show you right here. We have our sideband and then our VHF, which were huge. We already had a VHF on board, but the VHF that we had was kind of old, and so that one has all the new modern bells and whistles. And then the single sideband radio installation was kind of a bigger project than I think anyone had anticipated, but it all got done. Anyways, so now we're just kind of waiting for a good weather window and hoping that that'll happen soon. But I'm interested to know, if you guys have any experience with, reading the weather. Do you guys have any experience with getting out of the Pacific Northwest, specifically getting out of Washington during these earlier months, during the early spring, kind of late winter? Leave a comment below. I'm super interested to, hear what you guys have to say. And do you guys, what apps do you use? We're using Predict Wind, like I said, but I mean, what's your opinion? Does Predict Wind over forecast? Is it under forecast? Do you like Windy better? Do you like the NOAA app? Leave a comment below. And of course, if you're new to this channel and aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing and like the video. It's super helpful. And we're going to be putting out some more content hopefully pretty soon. And with any luck, the content that we'll be putting out will be much sunnier and warmer content, hopefully in Hawaii, because that's our next destination. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Peace.